question for Professor Morse is brilliant, but can he work within the framework of government's decided plan? For example, the blueprint for change. Can we work within that plan, that blueprint? And then we'll get to the text.
I don't, when I go to countries, governments invariably give me some sort of blueprint that they're working on. Mm-hmm. And usually I don't pay attention to that. I ask for the map. Give me the map and the vital statistics, all the vital numbers of your country. And that'll tell me whether you have set the foundation right to be having a blueprint of some kind. And what will happen is, and what I do, because I believe in matching. So if you have a blueprint, sit it over there. I'm going to engage in this exercise. And if I end up where your blueprint is, all right, then your blueprint is right. Mm-hmm. But if I don't end up where your blueprint is, then we have to have a discussion. But if you're so, insistent that your blueprint be followed, I don't know whether you've done the foundational work.
I agree.
To set the right foundation in place to end up at that blueprint.
To even get those results.
And you should welcome the exercise where I'm going to do an analysis to be able to see if I end up where your blueprint is.
But that's the only way. To me, that's the only way that you even get close.
It's proof of concept.
That's it.
Yeah, absolutely.
And if you want the concept to work,
right,
then you should welcome that proof of concept. Let's get to a call and then we'll get back to where we were. Caller, you're on the hit back. Welcome.
Yes, Nahaja Black, how you doing? And Dr. Gilbert Morris.
My good friend.
Hello there. How are you?
Just allow me maybe 60 seconds. No, 120 seconds at the most. Because first, let me, right where he starts, right, and you asked a very important question, and I love his answer, because the blueprint that has been established, what I see it as one of the most extensive data collection process that has to begin for it to be actual, have any type of viability. And I'm talking about the internal data and being able to benchmark it against the external data that is ever changing daily in the global marketplace.
Right.
And I mean, it's a huge task. It's because essentially, I know what the words say, but I'm saying that the current administration has a technological miracle to achieve. Coming to that, we'll talk about that later. My second point, I think, Dr. Morris, I think the most important aspect, and I think you should put emphasis on, is the fact that you spoke about this data sovereignty and data privacy, and the fact that a foreign policy, which could be one of the first in the world, should be considered to be established on it.
Right.
The Bahamas Constitution, when you look at it from a digital mindset, is the only place in the world that I'm aware of that can provide constitutional data privacy and constitutional data sovereignty. And so when we look at establishing a data industry built on that footprint, we could actually become the Qatar, how Qatar uses influence rather than getting into the fight. We can become the Qatar of protecting individuals' data, where even when you talk about building privacy, kind of like giving a new identity that we can verify, kind of like how we do the deed poll. But it is accepted globally to be established, and it would also give individuals the opportunity to monitorize the actual data they create, as well as protect the data even from a medical standpoint, and not knowing who they are. But I think nowhere else in the world this is possible. I've talked about it for almost a decade before most people knew the difference between data and data. And that's a joke there, but and I think it's possible. I think it's time for us to embrace the future as opposed to building on the past. Yeah. And I hope that an opportunity is taken at this pivotal point in our time that we actually have a conversation of change that is necessary for us to progress in this new reality we live in. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much.
Yeah.
See Alan Johnson over there in Grand Bahama. Let me ask you, Doc.